Okay, I'm just playing the video. All right. Please watch the video
Okay, ma'am.
properly. It's very important for your attendance.
Attendance. मैं मेरे को होना ना जाए देखो
हाँ
होना ना जाए
ना ना म्यूजिक ही बजी আছে এতিয়া
इसको
It's just about how you download the Cisco. I think many of you have already downloaded it. Okay.
या मैम या
Okay, I'll just forward it little bit once you join. Okay. It just shows how the like web apps you created. You can join using ID also, and you can join using the link also.
या
Yeah, nothing else. Later it will start our IT. That's how you already started, right? You have already done these steps to join this meeting, okay?
या
Hi, what? Now can you hear it? Yes, anyone?
नो मैम
You can't hear it.
नो या मैम
Yes, ma'am, I can hear.
Ankur sir is speaking. Can you hear it? Just stop. Can you hear the screen now?
नो मैम
Nothing.
नथिंग
What about others? Like Barsha, can you hear it? Avinash?
No, ma'am.
Nothing.
Nothing,
মেম
ma'am.
আপোনাৰটো শুনি আছো কিন্তু স্ক্ৰীনৰ সেইটো শুনা নাইকিয়া মানে
Okay. So what I do is I'll just share the video in your this one WhatsApp. Okay, WhatsApp group. I think
Okay.
that will be much better. Now let's
Okay.
discuss something about the RDBMS part. Okay. So what I
या
suggest is please when I ask question, because I want this session to be an interactive one, and I know that for last 3-4 months we are out of touch of books. Okay, so just revise a bit. So in the last semester we studied about data structure. Okay, I used to take that. So what is data? Anyone can tell me? Avinash, tell me,
Yes, ma'am.
what is data?
Data is the information.
Yeah, data is any raw information, right? So
या
now what we are studying here, database. So this ultimately the full form of the subject is Relational Database Management System. That is RDBMS. Okay, so this database, can you define a database, or what is a
Mm,
database?
database
Anyone?
is a system. Database is a system where we can store data.
Yes, database is a system. So we can think, suppose, and your attendance record. Suppose I have this attendance record of yours where I maintain your name, roll number, and whether you are present or absent. So that can be considered as a database. Even Amazon, let's take in a big scale, like we have Amazon. That is also a database. Then IRTC website, that is a database. Even your EditU, it has that ERP system, right? It all based on this
Yes, ma'am.
database system. So what is a database? It's basically a collection of related data. Now it's not the collection of
Okay.
data, it means collection of related data. Now what does this related data mean? Ankita, can you tell me? Can you unmute yourself and tell me? Please, it's an interactive session, don't get scared. Related data collection, can you give me some example? Okay, I'll ask then. Pallab, can you unmute your, sorry, just okay. Pallab, can you tell me? Okay. Safiur, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes, Safiur.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, can you hear me? What is this? Can you give me an example of related data?
Related data.
You have an example. Suppose I have a database. Okay, suppose Amazon database is there, Facebook database is there. What does this database stores? Information, right? Information of the user. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what does this related data? Database is not simply data. Suppose it's related data means what? Can you give an example of related data? Okay, no one can tell. I'm only telling. Okay, related means
Collection of
suppose. Uh-huh.
student, ma'am. Collection of student class.
Okay, let me give an example. Related means suppose your name and roll number are related, right?
Yeah.
Your name, roll
Yeah.
number, address are related. Your phone number are related. So this kind of data which are have linked with the same person, then these are called the related data. Okay, similarly
Oh,
in Amazon, when you go for shopping, they store your address, they store your phone number. So that phone number belongs to some person. So that is related
yeah.
data. If the address is of some different person, phone number is of different person, then cannot say it's related, right?
Yeah.
So this is known as collection of related data. All right. So this is what is known as
Okay, ma'am.
database. What is the definition of database? Now in database, here we store everything in tables. Okay, everything is stored in tables, hence it is known as relational database. Okay, so in this class, like in today's class, not going to start with any new topic, just give a brief about what you will study in this semester in this subject. Okay, so
Okay, ma'am.
basically you will find such study something here. You don't need the C programming coding language, but you will study one more different uh, language that is the known as SQL, structured query language.
Sure.
Okay, it's basically like a structured query language is not like that you have, it does have some syntax, but it's based on the English language, so it's much better than the coding. Okay, and much easier. So it's like
Oh,
simple
okay, ma'am.
how we do like normal if you want to create a table, like in the Excel, what you do, if anyone have used Excel, what you do, you directly open Microsoft Excel and enter the data there. But it's bit different. Okay, here you need to create the table, you write the commands for it, and then you enter the
Oh,
values. So in SQL there are a few operations. So what are the operations we can perform in a table? Suppose we have some insert. Okay, we can insert data into the table, we can delete data from the table, then we can perform like some operations like addition, subtraction, then
okay.
differentiation, everything like this kind of operations are there, and also we can do update in the table. So these are few operations. So there are very things like various things there. Then we can always obviously join two tables. Suppose you have in one table you store your student marks. Okay, your what are the subjects you got in every semester, that marks are stored. And in another table we store the details of the students, like personal details like the address, phone number and everything. So these two tables want to get linked. Okay, and then you can use the joint table concept is there. So everything, this database subject is very important from your if you go for gate exam or if you go for net exam, everything is important for this DBMS. It's one of the core papers. Okay, like in and especially in the last 5 to 6 years this subject became very important because you get lots of question from competitive exam point of view. It's not that okay that I don't want to go for net or get, but I want to go for any companies. In companies also, most of the companies, you talk about Google, you talk about Facebook, Amazon, they work on database. Okay, they are actually the back end part. Okay, database, how the like when you suppose you are doing in Google also and you opening a Gmail account, you need to register yourself. So that information is stored somewhere, right? So where is that information stored? In the table, in a table. Okay, so similarly when in Facebook also, when you open a Facebook account and Instagram account, you register yourself, then that information gets stored in some table. Okay, so in that case these tables are very important. So we will study here how these tables are related, how it is stored, how like everything. It's not that it's the Excel file is there, we need to create the structure of the table. Suppose I want to deactivate my account. First I created the account, and then I want to deactivate or I want to remove my account. I don't want to use Facebook again, so I need to delete it, right? So that structure needs to be get deleted from it. Okay, so there are commands to do that. We don't need to do it manually. You just type one command and you do it. It's much more easier than C programming. Actually they are not related only. So it's not that you may think that man we are not comfortable with programming, so we won't be able to do it. It's not that. It's very easy, very simple thing to do. So not a problem. Okay, and we'll also know about how this ATM, these transactions are doing and everything, transaction concurrency, but many more things like a basic with there. So we will study all these things, and we will also study here the basic data models. Then basically how the software programmers work, the design before designing any system. So many people are interested in your apps, right? So before that, we do not create the apps directly or we do not create the software easily. We need to go for first designing. So that designing, how do you design, uh, is based on this tables. Okay, so how if we want to get have a build an app or build a software, we must have first a idea how to the how the database is working, how many when we'll study it we'll obviously get idea of it. So here lots of diagrams are there. Also we'll study about the diagram, that is the entity relationship diagram is there. Okay, and that is very important concepts because and we have the concept of primary key. So primary key, I can just give you an example for now. Suppose a name of a person may be it may be possible that there may be in your class there may be persons with the same name. There may be 2% with the same name or 5% with the same name. So how do we differentiate that? Yeah, how do we differentiate? I'm sorry for the disturbance. Just I'm in the college right now, so I'm really sorry. But just for today, manage. Okay, just tell me, how do you, if there are five people with the same name, how will you differentiate it?
With
How do
roll
you
number.
differentiate it? Can anyone can say? Prashant?
Ma'am, roll number. Ma'am, throw the roll numbers.
Yes, roll number, right? Roll number for every person is
Different.
roll number for every person will be different. That cannot be same for anyone. So that is the unique point, and this is known as the primary key. So every table will have a primary key. Okay, so we'll discuss these things in details. So I think you like these subjects very much, and in this database is used everywhere, because if you like to go through the videos also, please go through, it's very important. Okay, we'll start our class. I know I think this is 3 credit subject, so we will have 3 days a week the theory subject, but it's a very important subject, please pay attention. Okay, very important subject for the future. If you go for sit for any placement also, they will ask you about the DBMS, and it is not like a tough subject. It is very an easy subject. Okay, so I would suggest like please go through it. Okay, so I think probably in the next class we have a 3 hours flat on Wednesday. So what we will do, we'll first study something on the theory part, and then I'll start bit of programming and this coding also for lab also. No need to install anything, but I don't want you to install anything. But there are online web pages or their websites are there, like we have DB Fiddle, then Oracle Fiddle. So these are basically the these are the basically MySQL pages. It's Oracle, and they are very good. So you don't need to install anything directly. You can do it online. Provided you must have net. Okay, so please we'll just discuss in. I will also share it, and I wish everyone will try it this time. And please take the classes seriously, because this time like exams will be held. Okay, regular exams. So, and this is very important. So I wish like everyone should concentrate on the class, because see, though the like time has changed, this is a new normal, but it is like you have to sit for interviews. So if you don't clear your concepts now, this won't be very beneficial. Okay,
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
so I like for today's class, I won't continue much. So thank you for joining the class. I know it because internet problem was there, so I could not join. I am in college right now, so like from next class this won't happen. We'll start at time only. So Sankalpita is there, right? Sankalpita, I think she was there. Okay. Yes, Sankalpita, can you take the attendance? Share with the attendance today.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, I'm sharing you the video. Please watch the video. It's very important for your attendance point of view. Please share with me the attendance, okay, in my WhatsApp.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. And please watch the video.
Okay, ma'am.